Hello, everybody. How are you? This is John with iiRcade Live, number 57. Woo! Finally. It's that I forgot to connect my Bluetooth headset, so I'm connecting that right now as we speak. How is everybody? So great to see everybody. Thank you so much for joining. Let's see who's here. Mr. Scott, how are you, my friend? Thanks for joining. Hey, Dylan, how's it going? So great to see you. Happy Tuesday. Thanks for joining. Scott, I think you are the first today, which is fantastic. Thank you so much for joining. Kev, great. How are you, my friend? Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it. Oh, you already got the new Xbox. Awesome. Next up, um, okay. I'm so excited to be able to deliver this to you. Looking forward to it. It's Moose. How are you, my friend? Thank you so much for joining. Oh, thank you so much. You bought the arcade instead of new Xbox. Thank you so much. We'll make it awesome. We'll make it worth it. Thank you so much for that. Mr. Hank, how are you, my friend? Thank you so much for joining. I was just looking through the list. It's Moose. I just saw your first question. Let me just see. Can you give us a demo of the arcade jukebox? Great question. Thanks for that. Right now, I cannot because we don't have it developed yet. This will be coming after we ship. We'll keep you updated. See, going through the list. Mr. Silly Canuck, how are you, my friend? Thanks for joining. So great to see you. Going through the list. Sorry, I'm literally I haven't slept at all yesterday, so I'm a little cuckoo today. Going through the list. Sorry about that. Billy, how are you, my friend? Thank you so much for joining. So great to see you. Scott, John Mania's running wild, brother. Woo! So great to see you. Thank you so much for joining. Mr. Jim, how are you, my friend? Thank you so much for joining. Great to see you. Marco, how's it going? Afternoon. Thank you so much for joining. So great to see you. Adam, how are you, my friend? Thank you so much for joining. So great to see you. Derek, John, who's that guy? I don't know. Who cares? So great to see you, my friend. Thank you so much for joining. Great to see you. Mr. Bobby, how are you, my friend? Great to see you. Thank you so much for joining. Alberto, how are you, my friend? Thanks for joining. So great to see you. Thomas, how are you? Thank you so much for joining. Great to see you. Jackson, how are you, my friend? Thanks for joining. Great to see you. John, how are you? Thank you so much for joining. Great to see you. My list just went up. Jeremy, how are you, my friend? I'm doing well. Hope everything's going well with you. Thanks for joining. Chris, how are you, my friend? Good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining. Alfred, how's it going? Thank you so much for joining. Great to see you. What the what? I love your name. I love your dog icon too. Thank you so much for joining. Great to see you. Bob, how are you, my friend? Thank you so much for joining. Sup, Jeff? Great to see you, my friend. Thank you so much for joining. Peter, how's it going? Thank you so much for joining. Gregory, how are you, my friend? Thank you so much for joining. Mark, how are you? The weight is killing you. Trust me, my friend. It's really, really, literally killing me. um, yeah, I can't wait. Billy, how are you, my friend? Thanks for joining. Kevin, how are you, my friend? Thanks for joining. Danny, how are you, my friend? Thank you so much for joining. Chris, how's it going? Great to see you. Thanks for joining. Michael, how are you? Thank you so much for joining. When are you going to send the arcade out? um, we'll let you know soon in about 10 minutes. Happy Tuesday, Chris. Thank you so much for joining, my friend. So great to see you. Kevin, how are you? Thank you so much for joining. Great to see you. Going through the list. Chris, how are you, my friend? Thank you so much for joining. So great to see you. Pete, I just saw a quick question from you. Go over this real quickly. I already submitted my backer kit and it's locked, but it is possible to upgrade to the Black Edition since tomorrow's the last day lock-in. Great question. If you can send us a PM after the session on Kickstarter, and we'll try to see. Right now, all the SKUs are locked down, so we'll have to see. we may, if we want to make the change, we should do it like as quickly as possible. So give us a PM, and we'll get you taken care of. So thank you so much for that. Right. Gene! Woo! Great to see you, my friend. Thank you so much for joining. So great to see you. Cooper, how are you, my friend? Thank you so much for joining. Great to see you. Tong is a legend. Luis, thank you, my friend. Oh, Cooper. Tong is a legend. Thank you so much, my friend. If I'm a legend, I think everybody in this world is legend. I appreciate it. Thank you for that. All right, let's go ahead and get started. We have a lot to cover today. I have some good news and bad news. I'll share with you both. But yeah. Oh man, how do I break this to you? But let's start with this. Today is somebody's special birthday. So I want to send a special birthday shout out to a person who has never been 12-year-old before, and he's finally 12-year-old. My little son, Donkey Jong Jr.'s birthday today. Woo! If you're watching, Donkey Jong Jr., happy birthday. I know I said that to you in the morning, but happy birthday again, and I love you a lot. Stop beating me on Bomb Squad. Quick shout out. All right. I got some slides to share with you today. Let's go through that first. But actually, before I do that, before I forget, I want to show you something. Don't be too jealous. But here it is. I got my iiRcade. This just arrived today. This came directly from our factory, and this is the official final thing. And we sent this so that we can do a shipping test, and to make sure that our packaging is solid and everything. And we had a look, and as you can see, the box is fine. It survived the FedEx test. So I was very happy to see actually the results of this. Now we're going to be doing thorough investigation to make sure that everything is really okay inside. I haven't opened it up, but from outside it looks okay. So I got my iiRcade. All right. Let's go through some stuff. I'm gonna bring up my presentation. And where did it go? Here we go. All right, now I'm going to remove my iiRcade. Again, as you can see, let me just show you this to you again real quickly. You can see the size of the table on the left-hand side. It's a small round table, and as you can see, the size of the box. Right, it's not too bad. I carried this all the way from downstairs by myself. One person carryable, not too heavy. It's about 48 pounds or so each. And inside, I'll have a look, but the inside packaging is supposed to be extremely nice. So looking forward to opening it up and see how it is. Okay, so that was that. Let me go back to slides. Now, all right. Here's the first slide on BackerKit. Sorry, I'm making my window a little bit small. On BackerKit, I sent out some emails yesterday. So thank you so much again for everybody who replied, especially everybody who wanted to confirm, as well as anybody who has not yet filled out, but was able to take care of that yesterday. So I really appreciate it. So thank you so much for that. Right now, basically, what's going on is that we're working with our warehouse to plan this out, right? Basically, um, right now they have all the list of everybody whom we need to fulfill, right? So the list is in their hands. And then we're getting ready for our first shipment to arrive. And this is one of the reasons why we needed this information ASAP, because we gave them the preliminary list yesterday, and after tomorrow, we need to finalize everything so that they can get ready to start fulfilling. And this is warehouse in our LA, and they're going to be leading the effort, and then holding hands with their partner with another location in Houston, which they'll be leading, right? So that's happening, and out of I think we have 1,400 something backers. We had 64 backers who did not complete the survey, and 25 people who did complete the survey, but we needed address information. Address information were not filled out. So I sent out 3 versions of emails. One to people who have not yet touched the survey yet. And great thing is, again, many of them were very eager to fill them out, so we're helping them to make that happen. So again, if you're watching, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for that. And then 14 backers went to like almost to the end, and I believe either address information and credit card information were not filled in. Therefore, submit button was not pressed. So 14 people were almost there, and just need to get through the final stretch and make that happen. Again, 25 people had addresses missing, even though the survey was complete, and we need that information ASAP actually to plan this out for fulfillment. So if you can, and if you have received not the backer update that I sent out yesterday, that was just for an FYI, but I sent out an email that starts with urgent. If you have received one of those emails, if you can help me to take care of that ASAP, I would appreciate it. Again, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact us via PM on Kickstarter. Okay, next slide. Another quick picture of our factory right now. As you can see, they're very, very, very busy working on your units. Literally running 24/7 right now as we speak. Everybody's going crazy. And especially initially, like manufacturing time, and it's crazy. But you can see in the background that they are making great progress. And by the way, I think this is in like stack of 4, so they've made pretty good amount. And we've also sent them over to our warehouse in Korea as well. So this is not all. A lot of work is happening right now as we speak. And then if you look at bottom left, this is in factory where they manufacture and they're testing out all the joysticks and things like that to make sure everything works. There's a lot of testing going on there as well to make sure the quality level is good. So that was a picture of our factory right now. I received about like 20 different pictures. I picked up 3 that doesn't have any people, so that you can see see what's going on in the background. But right now, this place is like completely full, and all our team members are in factory. Team members in Korea team members right now are in factory, working together to make this happen. So everybody's like really busy. Everybody's working until like midnight, coming home and going to factory again at around 6, 7 a.m. And they're located about 1.5 hours away from Seoul. and most of our team members live in Seoul. So they're putting in a lot of effort to make this happen, and I think the result shows. So and it's coming out really well. So I'm very happy about it. Next slide. Um, Real quickly, this is also happening as well right now as we speak. Dragon Slayer. So I think I've seen some questions, couple of questions asking if it's only the original units that are being made in factory right now. We originally had some, what's the best way to put it, parts availability issues for Sanwa joysticks, right? So we started with original builds first, but then we started getting some samples, right? Not samples, started getting allocations, right? Our shipments of Sanwa joysticks, but a small number at a time, unfortunately, due to COVID. So far, right, until now, we didn't feel too much impact from COVID, quite honestly. Everything was going well, and I don't know, at the end, we are all of a sudden seeing some huge impact due to COVID, especially on the shipping side like this. So we are having some allocation issues for Hasama joysticks, but we got a little bit. So we're starting to build our Dragon Slayer and Black Edition little at a time. So I'll give you more information on that. Now, if you look here, a couple things. Number one, you can see that the yellow color changed. This is the neon orange that was targeted, and I am told it looks extremely beautiful. It's a completely different color from the one that we had during Game and Brew night. That's right there. The colors much darker, and it's not lighter; it's brighter, and it's neonier, if there's such a word. So if you look at our original design, it's orange neon. Here it's yellow neon for Dragon Slayer. Now from here, what's going to happen is once they build it, they're going to send me a sample of it to our office, and then I'm going to have a look. And if it looks good, I approve. Then we will be building our Dragon Slayer units. If it didn't come out well, right, unlike how it's showing the picture, if it for some reason if it didn't come out well, the backup plan is to go with the neon orange that is on our original unit, which by the way we have already seen and it looks amazing. So that's the backup plan. But right now the plan is to go with the neon yellow, as you can see here. And this will look really, really nice. Okay, next slide. Okay, so Dragon Slayer thing was sort of a good news. Now I'm going to tell you some concerning items. Of course, I want to deliver not only good news, but I want to also let you know ahead of time if we feel we are going to potentially run into any issues. So I'm hoping that you don't take this with a bad taste in the mouth. We are working, trying very hard to make this happen as much as we can. But I'm going to tell you the story so that you're fully aware of what's going on ahead of time. This is, again, preliminary. So what happened is that we had some great conversations with our warehouse, as well as our logistics partner, who is going to be handling our port, right, where we go through the customs and things like that. So what happens is that, first of all, if you look at from color code perspective, the orange are the original units. Yellow is obviously the Dragon Slayer, and then black one is obviously the black. These two right there, we've been having some issues getting allocations for Sama joystick. We got some, so we're building. In the first, again, this is like changing every single day, right? Um, the information that I have right now was different from yesterday and was different from 2 days ago. So it may change again tomorrow, but I just wanted to let you know what's happening as of today, right? Latest information that I have. So first shipment is going to be on November 8th, leaving from Korea. And these will have the original 64 and 128 gigabyte models, as well as Dragon Slayer and Black Edition. Now, Dragon Slayer and Black Edition will have, I believe, 242 units each. So as soon as we receive them, right, we get them, we're going to fulfill. And then 64 gigabyte, 128 as well. I believe we're getting similar amounts. So total, a little bit less than 8,000, a little bit less than 1,000. And then we have the following, ship reservation on November 25th, which is week after. And then 2 days later, we also have another one reserved on November 27th. And now it takes 2 weeks for the bon voyage. The travel happens from Korea to our LA port, right? And takes 2 weeks. So November 18th shipment will arrive in LA in December 2nd. Our original plan was when it arrives on December 2nd, we would send necessary allocations to our Houston, and then rest from East Coast perspective will be fulfilled from LA. And if we do this, then we had plenty of time to get your units over to your homes in time before Christmas. Now, what I'm hearing, and this is like not only us, but everybody's impacted, is that there is a huge issue at the ports. So what we're hearing is that there are about 50% more containers coming into the ports of various different kinds. Yet there are much less number of people working there, especially due to like COVID, for example. So the situation at port is horrible. The situation with trucking also is not really good as well. So there are some of the hurdles that are happening. What we're hearing is that at LA port, it's right now the duration to get your unit out, your containers out of the ports is anywhere from 2 to 3 weeks. Could be more, could be less, is what we're hearing. So that's why the question mark is there. We're looking into this more in detail. Our logistics partner is looking into this more in detail, and we'll have to see what he comes back with. Unfortunately, this is, if it's anything else where we have control over, we'll do whatever it needs to make this happen. But unfortunately, this is like one part where we have zero control over, right? Because it's ports, and this is all, customs clearance and things like that. And this is all in the hands of probably government, right? So, so this is now putting a fire into our grass, and this is what we're looking at right now. Now, let's assuming that we get our units in 2 weeks, and we get it over to LA warehouse, right? There are two options. If we ship everything out from LA warehouse, after assuming that again, we get this out by 2 weeks, and then we'll find out if we can or not. But we're planning ahead. But assuming that happens and we get into LA warehouse, if we want to make it before Christmas, then everything will have to be fulfilled from LA warehouse, which is gonna be basically the shipping prices that we showed you at the end of Kickstarter. But if we do this, then there is a potential chance of making some allocations by Christmas. Our what we were initially going to do, and we're still looking into this right now, is to send allocations for our Midwest and East Coast, and in both U.S. and Canada, to Houston's warehouse, and then shipping from there. Then shipping costs would have been much cheaper for Midwest and East Coast. But that takes, I'm told, about 7 to 10 days of trucking, and that adds duration. So, right, if that happens, right, we're pushed down into January, and like we want to try to see if we can make this into Christmas. Right, from the story that I'm hearing today, it's looking pretty difficult. But again, we are the type of people who don't give up. So we're going to continue trying to see what we can do to make this happen. I think the red part, the LA port, 2 to 3 weeks. This is like, yeah. I'm really praying right now that there's not too much impact here. So our logistics partner is going to look into this to see what it's looking like for us, and we will keep you updated on what happens. So based on this information, we're going to look into see what's the best way to do on the white part on the right hand side, right? And we'll keep you updated, and we'll definitely be communicating with you to see what is the best way to do it. But we'll keep you updated on that. So yeah, I don't like delivering bad news, but sometimes you have to know. You have to know. I think this information, again, everything may change. Everything may not change. But no matter which way it goes, I think you should know as of where we are today. So that's why I'm going to deliver this information to you. So again, we will continue trying, and we'll keep you updated on this. So fingers crossed. I am praying as well. Okay, thank you so much for that. And that was the end of the slides. Oh man, I feel bad. But we'll again try. We'll continue trying hard. We'll continue trying hard, and we'll keep you updated on what happens. Now with that, now I think it's time to play some games, right? We gotta turn our mood into happiness. That's where this thing comes in. No, it's got transparent happy juice, aka water. But I need some happy juice right now. Today, I'm going to show you a couple of games. You've seen these before if you've been watching live sessions since day one, but I think there were many people who have missed these games, and I've also seen some posts where people were asking about these games as well. So I was like, let's show, right? Best to see. So with that, let's dive in. I'm gonna change my camera. All right, we'll go with our Double Dragon. By the way, if I have any audio issues, please do let me know. I think 2 sessions ago, I didn't know that there were issues. So audio was bad. I found out after fact. So my sincere apologies for that. If I do have any audio issues, please do let me know. Okay. Today I want to show you a couple of platform games. So I'm going to go to my menu. By the way, real quickly, for those who are joining for the first time, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. I'm gonna go over with it real quickly about iiRcade. So this is the Black Edition unit where you can customize your own graphics and things. Looks very nice. I like it a lot, and I think many people like this model a lot as well. You got 100 watts of powerful audio up at the top, and then aka 1.21 gigawatts that can take you back to the future. Woo! This is the 19 inches of beautiful display. Again, I'm looking at my screen, and screen, it's not really doing good justice. It looks so much more beautiful real life, but on screen, I don't know. I don't know if it's my camera or not, but anyway, you got your control panel here, and consists of amazing controls that you can see here, two player action. And then on the control side of the panel, you have your power button on the right-hand side, where if you press once, it'll sleep. It'll press again, it'll wake up. If you press and hold for 2 seconds, it'll power down. And then next to that, you have your coin and P1, P2 start buttons. Next to that, you have your volume control, about 15 to 20 different steps. And then next to that, you have your pause button, where during the game, if you play, it'll pause. If you press again, it'll unpause. If you press and hold for 2 seconds, it'll go back to your menu that you see here. Next to that, you have your 3.5 millimeter headset jack, so that you can plug in your headset, wired headset, or you can also connect to your Bluetooth headset as well. It supports Bluetooth, etc., etc. You can also connect to your TV via HDMI out. And also, again, it's got Wi-Fi. You can see menu here. In the menu, if you go to recent, it'll show you all the recent games that you have played. And then if you go to all, it'll show you all games that you have installed on your system. I have a little bit in alphabetical order. And then after that, everything is by genre of the game. Within the genre, everything is also alphabetized as well, so that you're able to find your game extremely quickly. That's how the menu was designed. So you can power your device and get to playing a game right away as quickly as you can. And then after that, you have your settings menu. Setting stuff here. So this is the menu. Today, of course, our team members are working on these units now. So no matter how lazy I am, our device is connected, which is really cool. All right, today, first game I want to show you is a platform game called Meganoid 2. I think I showed this like back in like June, somewhere there, beginning of June, June 3rd or somewhere there. And this game is really cool because number one, it's got retro graphics. This is like in a game genre called what I call neutral, basically a modern game that was created with retro graphics. And this game really reminds me of Indiana Jones. And so let's get to that. So if I press the button once, it'll show you all the buttons and things. So you know exactly what's going on. Let me describe this to you a little bit. So this is the instruction menu, right? We have this for every single game that we have. And when you select the game, this menu will come up. It'll tell you what the game is. It'll tell you who it's made by. It'll tell you the rating information. For example, this one says E, which means for everyone. And then it'll show you that this is a one-player game. If another game is a two-player game, it'll show you. Also, if a game supports online, it'll tell you it's an online game. Or if it supports global leaderboard, it'll tell you, etc., etc. Underneath that, you have the button setting, twisting a button setting. And basically for this game, this is how it works. And then if you press OK again, it'll launch the game. Let me pop up the sound a little bit because the sound is awesome in this game. So this game is one of the reasons why I love this game, right? It's very simple to get into, very simple to play, extremely, extremely difficult to master. This is one of those games where you keep on cursing and you'll be like, I hate this game, I hate this game, this game is cheating. You remember those days, right? But you keep on playing because it's so much fun and you want to solve these levels. This game's all about solving levels, and again, very much like Indiana Jones. So with that, let's get into it. Everything's really fast, and it's very much platform game that you're used to from back in the days. It was made modernly, so you can see everything, button, everything is very responsive. Um, I don't know if you're able to hear the audio. The audio is extremely addictive in this game. So I'm this guy, adventurer, and I'm collecting these gold and stars and things like that, right? And there are many levels, and each level has different puzzles. So, for example, how do you get this without falling down and dying? Right? So, for example, you can do like double jump. Oh, I died because I'm in this temple, and there are many things that are trying to kill me. So, for example, if you see this shine thingy, that means there is a spear hidden underneath that. The game is very hard. Right, so this level, this game really will get you continuously playing. Extremely addictive. The game is really, music is really great, really pumpy and everything. Um, Here you can see there's something shining there, so there is this spear, and the jump, and then there's some hidden levels, right? So for example, if there's a wall here, but if you jump, you can see that there's like a hidden wall. All right, so that level. So first, about 10 levels or so are very introductory, and it's teaching you how to play the game. So for example, right there, I had to do double jump to get that gold, but you have to do this extremely right way, or you die like that. um, oh, I missed it. Now you can see, even if I die, there's like no transition period or anything like that. It just keep on playing. That's one of the great things about this game. Everything's like really fast and really actiony, right? Oh, see right there, you have bricks falling down, so you have to be very careful. This game is extremely arcadey, by the way. Oh, pretty violent too. I'm getting crushed by a boulder that's falling down, or a spear that's trying to kill me. All right, after that, oh, see, timing is very important. As you can see. Oh, please forget about that one. I'm gonna pop up the sound a little bit so that you can listen to it. Yes, solved it. Now you can see why people will be like cursing, but they continuously play, right? It is that kind of game. Very addictive. Um, and one of the games I really like a lot. Um, so this is not just gonna play one more level, um, just to show you, and then I'm gonna get to the next game because this level is hard. Now here, in one of the later levels, you also have like boulder chasing after you and things, like Indiana Jones. All right, one more try, and then I'm gonna get to my next game. Oh, oh! I didn't expect that. All right, this is Meganoid 2. It's a really fun game. I really like it a lot, especially light fun platform fun that you're used to from back in the days. If you like this kind of game, this is like It's an amazing game. Something a game that I would strongly recommend. All right, that was Mega Knight 2. Next game that I want to get into is a modern game with modern graphics. This game was one of the games that P-Dub had mentioned. P-Dub, I don't know if you're in today or not, but he had mentioned that there were some really, really cool games that he has never seen before. And he's like, oh man, this is like one of the first games that I'm going to get when I get my arcade. And he's mentioned some numbers, and this is one of them. It's called Admiral. Now, this has really cartoony graphics. It's a platform game that sort of reminds me of, like, for example, Mario, right? But graphic itself, as you can see, it's very, very cartoony. It's based on a myth from Norwegian myth, and there's a character named Admar, Viking, who sort of sells his soul, sort of, and gets a powerful mushroom that makes him become extremely powerful. And when that happens, these bad guys kidnap his villagers, and he's now the one who's going to save his village. So with that, um, there's Admar, and this has a lot of levels. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I'm sorry. By the way, I see Donkey Jong Jr. Donkey, happy birthday from your daddy. Something I forgot to show you that. So let me show you the video of how the game plays, especially in the later levels. Especially because I won't be able to get to those later levels. It's gonna take a long time for me to get there. But let me show you a video. Ready? Sorry. Supposed to play. There it goes. Hope you liked it. Here it is, Almar. Let me play first couple levels and show you how awesome the game is.
And the Viking warriors continue.
The sound is great. Really utilizing the power of iiRcade's audio, just like many other games that we have. And graphic is great, and especially when I'm standing in front of the unit like this, the screen is huge. Love the quality of the screen. It's very bright and huge. Very cartoony. It's beautiful. I want to make sure that I don't block the screen. Right. So here, he just ate a mushroom, powerful mushroom, and he has become a super Admiral. If I press A, I'm gonna jump, and every time I jump, basically the mushroom comes up. If I press X, then I use my X. Now there is a bus jump and other moves that I get later on by pressing, for example, B button. So let me get my triangles. All right. The first level is more of a training level. You can see the graphic is extremely rich, very cartoony, and I'm a sucker for a cartoony game. I'll be very honest with you. Now I just got my quote unquote flag, where if I die, then I just start from there. Going down, and the level design is beautiful on this game. That's the other thing that I really like about this game. It's got a lot of different things to do, and every level is different. And there, you have to think a lot to, for example, get these triangles and things. Uh, and just a beautiful, beautiful background game. I don't know if you can hear the audio. The audio is fantastic as well. I was giving a huge kudos to developers who made this game. I understand why people love this game. Now, this is a bad guy. There was an example of how to kill the bad guy. These are sheep. I can attack them. Won't do anything. Oh, I don't think I was. I think I was supposed to bump that. Now, this is a poisonous mushroom where I think you can jump, I believe. Now, if I jump here, I don't do anything. So what I do is, it's the puzzle element. I can push this to here. Using that, I can get to the next platform. And this is basically shield. I can climb up this rope with these bad guys. And I can go up. Or I could have explored inside that cave. There's a lot of things that you can do in this game. Shield. All right, I just reached my checkpoint. I climb up these ropes. And by the way, those are the closest. All right. Here we go. Woo! Solved my first level. Let me just show you one more level. This was a training level, sort of, right? So I think up to about fourth level or so, they are training levels. So I mean the first world, right? If you remember, like Mario, for example, you have different worlds. I mean this first world, and first world has different levels. I'm in level 2, and this first world is more about like training, I think. So you get to learn different moves and things. And level 3, you earn the ability to do bus stomp. And when that happens, the game gets really interesting. Because not only bus stomp that you do, but it's utilizing bus stomp. What can you do? Right? You have to figure those out, and which gets like really really interesting. Oh, there's some unexpected stuff like this. Right, you look at that guy. Right, you press this, and these levels come up. A lot of things that you can interact with in the background. Down. Now I think this is a level where this thing comes after me. Oh no! Ah. Yeah, those things really scare me. No matter what kind of games I play. And like, don't chase me. Look at the little porcupine. You don't mess with John Artman. Now, this is the level. There was a level with water. There we go. They're basically riding the water stream. And ride the water stream again. And I should not do that. That was bad. All right, bad guys. Can the double jump? No, there's a bus stop, right? If I jump and do B, can the bus stop? And the new move that I think you earn on level 3, I think is something different. But this is one of the puzzle elements here. Right. I need to get this down. But the question is, how do I do it? Like this. But if I fall, I die. So we have to use our brain to get over those puzzle elements of the game, which I think is very interesting. So what you basically do is come up here, slice it, and then you can jump over to that to get the next platform. Now I'm giving you all the answers. All right, so the next level. So that's Admar. I hope you guys liked it. This game is amazing. I strongly recommend this game. One great thing about iiRcade, I think platform game is one of our big strengths, because there are lots of platform games that we have seen before, as well as platform games that we have not seen before. Especially amazing games like these, the ones that I showed you today. Admar is a type of platform game that that works extremely amazing well in an arcade environment. And this is the first time that Admar is coming to us as an arcade game, which I'm very happy about. And by the way, Admar is also another game that is very optimized, iiRcadeized for iiRcade. So this is an iiRcade version, and it plays really well. So going to show you that. Hope you liked it. Let's have some chat. Any questions you have, please do let me know. I'm gonna go back up on my list, and I am going to look for questions. Let's see. I think we have a lot of comments today. Mark, how are you, my friend? Thanks for joining. Jong, do an unboxing with us live. Actually, initially I was going to. But we were not ready to do unboxing yet. So we'll see. If we can record it, we'll try. So we'll see. But I really want to show you as well. I've not seen the box unboxed yet, right? I'm told that inside it looks extremely premium from boxing perspective, and I'm very curious as well. Again, I've never seen it, but you know, maybe I can. One second, please. Maybe I can show you this. One moment, please. I'll show you this. Something very interesting. This is the stand assembly manual. The quality of the manual is very premium. I think you have to see it to and feel it to see it, but very icon-like. But the quality of the paper is like, oh my god. Our team has spent some money to make this happen. But right, this is the style of the assembly manual, and we also have a version of that for bar top in the box that's right outside. So again, just to show you again, there. So we'll we'll look into it. We'll make sure that it's awesome. We want iiRcade to screen premium from everywhere, right? Including from our boxes. So, and boxes are supposed to be really, really premium. So, we'll see. We'll see. I'll find out. Going down the list. Let's see. Hank, how are you, my friend? I saw a question from you. Let's get to it. Question, did everyone get that email or just the ones who need to complete something? I got an email, but I thought I was good to go. Oh, absolutely. Thank you for the great question. So yes, in short, only the people who need to complete something got the email that starts with urgent. Urgent, iiRcade, dash, blah, blah, blah. Everybody got backer update. So this will be something that's additional to that. So if you haven't gotten that additional email, then you're okay. Yeah, Hank, I think you're okay as well. But also if you still have the link, if you click on it, then you can basically see your status as well. So hope that answered your question. And also again, if you have any questions, then please don't hesitate to PM us on Kickstarter, and we'll get back to your question. Let's see. Going down the list. Eric, how are you, my friend? Thanks for joining. Let me get to your question. What if we received the wrong one? I upgraded to the Double Dragon one and just hoping they will show up and live in Las Vegas. So since I'm close to California, will I be receiving for a quicker and cheaper shipping cost? Great question. My God, I hope you don't receive the wrong one. Now that seriously, the people who are handling this is professional. So right, you won't be receiving the wrong one. They have really sturdy process to make this happen, and this is what they do 24/7. So unless we have incorrect information on BackerKit, and that was what the survey was about, right, to make sure that you have the right information in there, that this information will be sent to our partner, and they will make sure that what's in there will be fulfilled. So that's that. From shipping cost perspective, quicker and cheaper. Hopefully, we'll see. Again, I think you will be fulfilled from California. So I'm hoping so. I'm hoping so. I think it should be, but we'll find out. Thanks for your question. Chandel, it's like, wow, that's beautiful. I think you are looking at a cabinet, or maybe Admar. But I personally think Admar is beautiful. So thanks for that. Going down the list. Drank, how are you, my friend? Thanks for joining. Let me get to your question. When will we receive the signature stickers? That's a great question. So I believe so all the stickers that we have are custom made, right? And they're made customly, and which will become available in Korea. I think in the next week, I believe it was. Then they will send it to me. Then I'll have to get them signed, and I will be sending them to you via mail separately, so that as we discussed last time, you can put them wherever you want. So we will make that happen. I'll need to find some time to sign them, but I will work on it. Thank you so much for the great question. Okay, let me get a drink of water real quickly. I'll be right back. Sorry for that. Sorry about that. Getting thirsty. Going down the list. I see another question. John, my friend, how are you? Let me get to your question. So in theory, if I order the original design, it should ship out first. So not really. It's a great question. Thanks for that. So our in our first shipment, which is coming in November 18th, we should have, I believe it's equal allocation, if I remember this correctly. And once we receive, once it arrives, assuming that we can get it out of the LA ports quickly, then um, our warehouse will be fulfilling them. I believe as close to the Becker number order as possible. And that also, of course, depends on which strategy we use, right? So if we do everything from LA, then most likely it will go in order of Becker numbers. If we do the two-prong way, which is LA and Texas or Houston, then it takes some time for the units to get to Houston, and then it'll be shipped up from there to everybody who are located in Midwest and East Coast. So that's when the timing difference may happen, and things like that. So I think it varies depending on how we decide to do it, but we'll keep you updated there. So thanks for that. Derek, the orange would work great from the original cabin. I completely agree with you. In fact, I've seen it, and it does look really, really nice. Neon orange looks extremely nice with Dragon Slayer. So I think that's gonna be our backup plan if the neon yellow somehow doesn't work. But we gave the exact color to Korea team. And by the way, the neon color that we came up with on the unit is very custom made, as I'm told. It's not like buy and put on. They had to make it themselves. And I heard that it looks really, really nice. So that's the good news. And when I see it, I'll let you know. Hopefully next week. Hopefully next week, but we'll see. So thanks for that. Going down the list. See. Looking for questions. Going down the list, looking for questions. Karam, how are you, my friend? Let me get to your question. Are you going to ship to users after all 3 shipments can arrive in LA? Thanks. That's a great question. Thanks for that. The answer is no. We're going to ship them as soon as we get them. So we get them, we ship, we get them, we ship, and so forth. So there's going to be no waiting. Yeah, we'll try to get it to you as soon as we can. But we do not want to wait. So hope that answers your question. Going down the list. Oh, John, thank you so much. John, I'll pay what I need to if I can get it by Christmas. Thank you so much for the comment. I really appreciate it. So we're right now continuously discussing our strategy. And when we have all the information to make the decision, then we may send you a survey or some questions to find out what works best for you. So we'll see. Right, we'll see what the data says. So we'll keep you updated on that. But if we get to a point where we need your help to make the decision, then we'll definitely let you know. And we submit this, right? For example, would it be okay to use the to send, for example, send everything from LA, which is going to be more expensive shipping, but we'll be able to get it to you by Christmas, for example. And we'll ask that question only if we can get it to you by Christmas by fulfilling from LA. If it's not possible, then we may go just two-prong method to see if we can do cheaper. When we get to the point, we'll let you know, and we'll most likely need your help. So thank you so much for that. Let's see, going down the list. Um, okay, thank you so much. I appreciate it. There's only so much you can do. We are adults here and can handle a few weeks delay. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Again, we're gonna try our best to make this happen as best as we can. Um, it's hard, but we'll try. We'll try. So thank you for that. Mark, I still like the idea of a pickup party in LA. Actually, you know, we were actually discussing about this today during our one of our meetings, and right, I mentioned this, and our team member in LA were like, the COVID situation is extremely bad in LA right now. So it is a great idea, but it's not really a great idea. Is what I was told. So we'll see if for somehow COVID just goes away. Then we really want to make this happen. If it gets worse, then well, safety is our number one priority. So, but we'll see. Thank you so much for that great question. Oh, Scott, thank you so much. Thanks for being honest, John. Other companies will keep us in the dark for perceived risk of losing us. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I strongly believe that you need to know, and we'll make sure that you know. We're family. This is what family is about. So we'll make sure that everybody's in sync, and we will make this happen together. So thank you so much for that. Oh, Jeff, thank you so much. I appreciate it too. John, I can tell you're pretty upset about the shipping news. Don't worry, bro. Good things are worth the wait. Nobody's mad. We're just super sad. I thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. Yeah, it. You know, I really want to get you the units before Christmas. I know how important it is to get it to you before Christmas. Have it under the tree. So I really want to make it happen. And right, quite honestly, just hearing that, yeah, quote unquote, there's nothing you can do to control the port. Yeah, I wasn't. I didn't like it too much. But I understand. I understand that port is something that unfortunately we don't have control over. I do understand. But we'll see what we can do. Fingers crossed. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate it. Let's see. We have one vote for I would prefer lower cost and shipping with a later timeline. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. So later, I think it will probably be a great idea to collect the information. And when we do, we'll definitely let you know. And we'll appreciate your feedback. Thank you for that. And Donkey Jong Jr. is here. I feel shy now. You should be in school, Donkey. Let's see, going down the list. Looking for questions. Let's see. Going down the list. Oh, I'm going through this list like really quickly. Oh, there's a question. Mr. Jeff, I love the way you're asking that word. I love the way you're asking questions. All right. lot of stars work for me. Any ETA on when we'll be able to download the App Store and start buying games and setting up our accounts? Thanks so much for the great question. Again, I think that we are still targeting for the time when you get your units, because as we discussed earlier, we have done a revamp of the application, and we are still working on it. And it is a lot of work. It is a lot of work, and it's only a lot of it's not only a lot of work, but it's also a lot of testing as well. So we get the development done, we get it tested, make sure everything works, and right, we go through QA and we go through the approval process and things before we can launch. And it is a lot of work. Actually, my concern is that we have to get this done by the time you receive your units. So that's our goal right now, and we will work on it to make it happen. Thank you so much for the great question. Um, so going down the list, see another question. William, how are you, my friend? Let me get to your question. Is Namco Games in the arcade future? This Pac-Man such. Great question. um, anything's possible, my friend. We'll see. We'll see. We'll definitely look into it when the time is right. Not right now, but when the time is right, we will definitely look into it. So thank you so much for that. Going down the list. Indiana Jones in the Temple of Arcade. Love it. Man, the Indiana Jones movie, I'm a huge fan of, right? I'm a big fan of Harrison Ford. And I was sort of there's a new Indiana Jones movie that's being made, right? As I was told, I'm really looking forward to it. And I heard that it's like 2 years out. I'm like, oh my god, how am I gonna wait? So during the time, I am going to play Meganoid 2. It's an alternative. I love that movie. Oh, thank you so much, Jeff. Send our happy birthday to Donkey Jong Jr. I think he's still here. So if you're here, here's the message from our family to celebrate your birthday. Scott's like, Jong needs more practice. I agree. I agree. This game especially requires a lot. This is where we're talking about Meganoid 2. This is a game that requires a lot of practice and luck, right? And a lot of trials. But when you solve those levels, oh my god, that feels really, really good. And this guy knows because I know that he's played a lot of that game. And he's like, "Oh my god, I hate this game! I hate this game." Daddy, can I play one more round? It's the kind of game. It's a great game. I would strongly recommend it. Hank's like, "Yes, Admiral." That's another great game. I really, really enjoy the game. And I believe P-Dubs and other family members who attended Game Brew Night had a lot of fun playing the game as well. So I was really glad to hear. Oh, my screen just jumped again. Just going up, and I am seeing a lot of questions, especially as I go down the list. Let me just go up a little bit. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm looking for the next question. There's a question. Pat, how are you, my friend? Let me get to your question. Will space be ready to purchase when everything goes live? Space. I wonder what space is. Did you mean Space Ace? If so, we'll have to see. There's a lot of work being done on the game right now, so we'll see. We would love to, but we won't if the quality is not there. So stay tuned. We'll keep you updated. Thanks for that. Here's another question. Alberto, how are you, my friend? Thanks for joining. Question, control deck, can plexiglass get replaced if it breaks or install graphics of Double Dragon underneath the plexi? Great question. The answer is no. But the great thing about iiRcade is that iiRcade is designed to be very modular. So first of all, I've never seen it break. I haven't seen it break yet. It's pretty sturdy. It is pretty sturdy. But if it does, then right, even though you here with iiRcade you don't replace just the plexiglass, but the wood is replaceable, so no worries there. But installing graphics of Double Dragon underneath the Plexi is not possible because the plexiglass is what's the best way to put it? It's not glued, but what's the best word to put it? That plexiglass and wood is like one piece. I can think of it that way. It's not screwed in. It's really one piece. That's one of the big items, big elements that makes it very premium. You won't be able to take it out and put anything underneath it, but it is premium. so, hey, by the way, if you want to put, no, never mind, never mind. Yeah, I was thinking of something, but I don't think it works. Daniel, let me get to your question, my friend. Are you still chasing arcade game licenses, and will there be more arcade games announced prior to launch? Great question. Thanks for that. We're always going after many more games. Our portfolio will continue to expand. Now, let's say, for example, we start communicating with a developer today. Then and then the game announcements that you're seeing right now are the outcome of the seeds that we have planted a long time ago. Uh, so um, we're definitely continuously going after more games. Will I be announcing more arcade games prior to launch? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It depends. But launch is near. So will I do anything between now and about a month? I'll have to see. Uh, maybe not. We'll keep you updated. Thanks for that. Um, let's see. Here's another question. Eric, how are you, my friend? Let me get your question. When the iiRcade finally comes out, are you still going to do update videos because you make them fun to? Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Absolutely. Absolutely, my friend. In fact, I think the live session, of course, I'm going to continue to do. We were also doing game demo videos on our YouTube page, and we're somewhat delinquent on that. But our team are working on creating more great videos. So we'll be getting these games up there very soon. So you'll be able to watch them, and we'll continue to do so. Thank you for that. Great question. Yes, Hank. Top quality materials only for arcade. Woo! Definitely, my friend. Definitely. We want to make sure that everything is premium. Prentice, how are you, my friend? Oh my God, that's the shipping box. Yes, sir. Let me show you again. That's it. Prentice, you've seen this table, right? When you were here, it's a small round table. So there's a box. There are two boxes. One is for the bar top, and the other one is for stand. There it is, my friend. Bob, looks good. Idiot proof, which means I may be able to put it together. Donkey Jong Jr. did it in 12 minutes. If he can do it in 12 minutes, I think you can do it in 5. Bill, how are you, my friend? Question. When are you going to announce another multiplayer game? I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. So again, seeds are planted, and when the sprout happens and timing is right, and then we'll do it. But one thing that we know for sure is that we're going to continue to go after these multiplayer games. Oh, we have a lot of multiplayer games. I'm sorry, but online multiplayer games. Online multiplayer games we're going to continue to go after. So we'll keep you updated there. So thank you for that. Another question, John. Can you just shoot from LA? I'd rather have it as soon as possible. Thank you so much. That's vote number 2. As soon as we have the data, then we'll definitely share them with you, and we'll definitely keep you updated on that. So thank you so much for that. Prentice, you have a question, my friend. Jong, is it true about GameStop shipping the bar tabs 12:15? Thank you for the great question, my friend. Actually, I learned that we were on GameStop from you. I didn't know about it. I did know that team were talking to them, and I actually did want to get preload into GameStop, but I didn't know that team would make it happen this quickly. As far as date is concerned, 12:15. And if they're able to get it in 12:15, you should be very, very happy, because that means we didn't have that port issue. um, but fingers crossed, fingers crossed. I think everything depends on that port issue. And I also want to let you know that you guys are my highest priority. So let's see, going down the list. Marco, I think there was a question here. John, if I want to use bad taps instead of ball, would it be simple as just unscrewing the ball and switching it out? Thanks again. Great question. Yes and no. Yes and no. Because the ball itself is unscrewable, but it is put on very tight. So if you're able to unscrew and screw it on, then yes, theoretically it's replaceable, but it is put on pretty tight. But again, it is customizable. I hope that answers your question. Going down the list. Let's see. Oh, another vote. I'll pay more to skip Houston and come straight here. Thank you so much for letting me know. We will continuously. We would appreciate your feedbacks on this. It's very, very important to me. So thank you for that. Karam, I see a question. Due to some confusion, I become 110 and 116 backer. So in first shipment, I am able to get my units. I'll have to look at the list. I don't know at the moment what your specific situation may be. But let me have a look at the list, and I'll keep you updated. So thank you for that. Eshemiola, how are you, my friend? Question. Shanghai, will all the games available for purchase have moving previews so that we can make good decisions on which games we want on our devices? Great question. Thanks for that. So in our store, we will have a video that you can watch and know what the game is exactly before making the purchase. So the answer is yes, I think, right? Thank you for that. Paul, how are you, my friend? Thanks for joining. Let me get to your question. Hi, John. My brother and friend as backend at 43. I just wanted to make sure that the first 100 will be getting our machines with their signature and our backend number on them still, because that's very important to us. Absolutely, my friend. Absolutely. So again, what we are planning on doing is, if we got the signature and put it on the devices before we ship it out to you, then number one, it may not be the location that you like. Number two, putting your background number would have been impossible. So what we decided to instead is, we'll mail you the plates, the signature plates with signature on them, and I will put your background number on them, and then we'll send them to you separately, and then you can put them on your device on the location that you like. So that is the strategy that we have decided to do, and we have some great feedbacks on the positive feedbacks on that. I think about 2 sessions ago. So that's when we made the decision to do so, after getting your feedback that you guys like that idea. So, yeah, we'll try to get that to you as soon as we can. I think, oh, wow. It's already been 84 minutes. Let me just go make answer about just a few questions, and we'll end it for the day. Sorry for the delay. Maybe we'll go 5 more minutes. Oh, John, thank you so much for your feedback. Appreciate it. Really appreciate it. I will pay the extra shipping from LA to New York. Thank you so much. We'll definitely keep these feedbacks into consideration, and we'll keep you updated. So thanks for that. Let's see. William, I think you had a question. When is the Namco license coming? Again, I do not know. I do not know. We do want to get them on board, and I'm sure we'll get them on board sometime in the future, but not right now. Miss Pacman, same thing. So I didn't add the question in the front. It's okay. It's okay. I knew that there was a question there, so thank you so much for that. Again, Namco is one of the companies that we really want to get on board. But with all these licenses, the timing has to be right. So we'll definitely go after them when the timing is right. We'll keep you updated. So thank you for that. Hank, let me get to your question. Any licenses or new indie game titles you can announce yet? Great question. Maybe. We will keep you updated, my friend. There may be some fun heading our way soon. Thanks for that. Steve, question. What are you selling? I don't know. What am I selling? Our product is the arcade machine. But I don't know. I'm not sure if I understand the question. If there was anything that where I need some more information to understand before answering the question. Thanks for that. Let me get to a question. Hi, my friend. Thanks for joining. Hey, John. Will we get notice when our unit check from set background number or that's my understanding. That's my understanding. So our warehouse and slash or backer kit, right? So through there, my understanding is you will be getting the tracking info and notice when they get shipped. We'll keep you updated there. So thank you for that. Prentice, let me get to your question, my friend. Are the first 500 units loaded and ready in the cargo box? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Because now we'll be sending a little bit less than 1,000 units. The first shipment, the first cargo box that was sent, I don't know how many went in there. So I do not have the answer for you right now. My apologies for that. But first shipment in November 18th is supposed to have quote unquote, as of today, it can change again. It's been changing like every day. But as of today, a little bit less than 1,000 units. Another question after that, has IGN reached out for interview? Not yet. Not yet. If they do, I'll let you know. I'm a big fan of IGN too, by the way. Tim Ski, how are you, my friend? Let me get to your question. Kickstarter backers haven't been charged shipping yet, but pre-orders were. Will there be an adjustment for pre-orders that could be refunded if that was excessive? Potentially, I'll have to look. I'll have to look. Kickstarter is very different from pre-orders, and they're treated as such. So I would keep Kickstarter and pre-orders very differently from that perspective. I don't know how easy or difficult it is to change information on our pre-order site. But I'll have to see. I do not have the answer yet. So if I do, I'll let you know. So thank you for that. Going down the list. Prentice, you had another question. Let me get to that. Is there a particular type of LED light strip we need to connect to that backlight wire? Great question. So backlight wire is for the display. It's not for the LED light strips. Very different voltage. I've never put an LED light on our device before. So quite honestly, I won't know if and how to put LED light strips onto units. You guys are probably much better than I. And if somebody is able to, when somebody gets it installed, please do let us know so that I want to also do it myself too. So, so thank you for that. See, I think we're at 30. So let me just get a couple more questions and we'll end for the day. So to thank you for questions. I think I'm pretty much at the end. Here's one question. Actually, I see 3 questions. Let me get to these 3 questions. 4 questions. Alberto, I'll go quickly. Question: when will sales available purchase? Great question. Test sales need to go through our quality process before being available on the store. So if we're able to get this done quickly, then sooner. If not, then later. But I'm hoping that it's going to be closer to launch because the game does play really well. So we'll keep you updated there. It all depends on our quality criteria. So thanks for that. Daniel, let me get to your question. Are you able to share dimensions and weights of the box products prior to shipment? I would love to get quotes for shipping my Dragon Lair to Australia. Yes, yes. Let me do some measurements. I'll get back to you on that. So thanks for that. If I forget, please do remind me. Thank you for that. Richard, let me get to your question. I'm Becker 107. I was wondering if some of the 64 people that have not paid yet or completed their Becker key surveys are under 100. That pushed me closer to getting a science sticker. I believe the first 100 have already completed everything. So I think Beckers beyond 100 are more in this category. But if it changes, let you know. So thanks for that. John, let me get to your question real quickly. Question you mentioned before about possibility of upgrading the future have seen that are all pretty much in the control panel. Any thoughts on just releasing new panels for things like trackballs and light guns in the future? That's a great question. And I'll just say for now, anything is possible in the future. iiRcade is very flexible. But we'll have to see. And we need to make sure that everything works well and the experience is great and things like that too. So we'll have to see. But we will keep you updated. So thanks for that. Hey, Din, how are you, my friend? Let me get to your question quickly. About my signature, are they copied or handwritten? I'm to be handwritten. Everything's going to be handwritten. Signing every single 100 by myself. It'll kill my arms, but I am going to do it. And this is something that I do want to do for you. So thanks for that. And I believe that was the last question. I don't see any other questions. I think that was the last question. Great. I went, and of course, Hank has to ask another question right before I end. That's great. Thank you for that, Hank. Your question, and we'll end it for the day. Young, if you think of it later, look at getting us Orient Flying Forest. It's awesome game 2015. Yeah, I do know the game. The game itself is awesome. We'll definitely look into it. And as you know, we're listening to you. So I will get this into my to-do list. And by the way, I really appreciate the question. I was trying to have some fun, but teach you a little bit. But I really do appreciate the question. Thank you much for that. Very, very great question. Thanks again, everybody. I really enjoyed the session and having fun playing games together with you. Had a lot of fun. I hope you do. And next Friday as well, we'll also have some more fun. So I hope you have a fantastic week. And we'll see you again on Friday. Today, I have to go eat some cake. Thanks a lot, everybody. Thanks for joining. We'll see you on Friday. Appreciate it, my friends. Have a fantastic week.